Life has a strange way of knocking us down when we least expect it. Maybe you've been there, that moment when everything you worked for crumbles and the weight of failure feels suffocating. It feels as if the universe has made a mistake, as if your dreams are too big for reality. But what if I told you that failure isn't the end of the road? That it's simply a detour to something greater? This is the story of a young man who faced failure in the most crushing way, but through resilience, learned how to rise stronger than before. Meet Alex. Like most of us, Alex had big dreams he worked tirelessly for. He spent countless hours building his career, studying, sacrificing time with friends, family, and even his own happiness. But no matter how hard he tried, things just didn't fall into place. One day, after a long and exhausting journey, Alex got an interview at his dream company. He had given everything he had, and he thought this was his moment. He was confident. He was ready. But when the email came, it wasn't a congratulations, it was a rejection. Alex sat there, staring at the screen, unable to believe it. He thought, why didn't I get the job? What went wrong? Alex felt like the world was closing in on him. He had tried so hard. He had sacrificed so much. But none of it seemed to matter. The pain was real, the disappointment raw. For a moment, it felt like everything he had worked for was lost. But then, something remarkable happened. As Alex sat in his room, overwhelmed by the weight of rejection, he remembered something his father had always told him. Son, the strongest trees grow from the hardest storms. Alex took a deep breath, trying to quiet the chaos in his mind. And in that silence, something shifted. Instead of focusing on the failure, he started to think about what he could do next. He thought about the skills he had, the knowledge he had gained, and the passion that still burned within him. Alex realized that resilience isn't about avoiding failure. ES, about learning how to bounce back after you fall. And this time, he was ready to rise. He started taking small steps, not to fix everything all at once, but to move forward with purpose. He called up a friend for advice, took online courses, worked on his personal projects, and slowly, he rebuilt himself. Each day, his focus shifted from the setback to the comeback. Alex knew now that success wasn't about never failing. It was about getting up every single time you fell. The road to resilience wasn't easy. There were days when Alex felt like giving up, when his mind was overwhelmed with doubt and fear, but he kept going. He practiced small daily habits, waking up earlier, reading more, exercising, meditating. And slowly, things started to shift. He began to see improvement in his work, his confidence grew, and his mind became clearer. And though it wasn't perfect, he was moving forward. He was beginning to understand that the key to resilience is in the journey, not the destination. 1 year later, Alex received another opportunity. This time, he wasn't desperate. He had learned how to manage his emotions, how to remain calm under pressure, how to keep his focus. The interview was challenging, but Alex stayed grounded. He approached each question with patience, clarity, and the quiet confidence that had grown inside him. When the email came this time, it wasn't a rejection, it was an offer. Alex had done it. He had proven to himself that no failure could define him. He had learned to rise, stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. What Alex discovered, and what we all must learn, is that failure is not something to fear. It's a stepping stone, a lesson in disguise, teaching us what we need to improve, to grow, and to be better. The true power of resilience lies not in avoiding setbacks, but in how we choose to move forward after them. And as Alex learned, sometimes the toughest challenges lead us to our greatest triumphs. If Alex's story has inspired you today, remember you to have the power to bounce back, no matter what setbacks life throws your way. Resilience is not about never falling. It's about getting up every time you do. If you're ready to take that first step toward resilience. Subscribe to Inner Light Stories for more motivational stories that remind you of the strength that lies within you. Together, we rise.